Hi, I'm Carl Eiseninker. I'm one of the founders and owners of the Cirk, and here I'm here to show you our new setup and what we're going to be doing now while we're waiting out the virus. So come through and have a check out. This is the house we've moved to. We have a studio for us to train here. Here's our pole studio. You can see we've got several poles where we're able to have small private classes as well here. So this is our outside area we've set up with our aerial points. We managed to set up 3 points here at 6 meters high. We were able to use our old trusses from our previous venue. We have, different types of acrobatic apparatus like silks, straps and trapeze. Each person has their own one that they train with. When people come in here, once again, they take their temperatures, write down the temperature every time. We schedule when everybody's going to arrive here. Everybody sanitizes every time they come in. This is our inside area here. We basically had to fix up this entire garage, put the floor down, paint everything, set everything up on the walls. There you can see our levers. As I said, those are the hoops, the trapeze. Like I said, we have quite a few of those. Everybody who has their own silks. Here you see our tumbling mat. This is for where people do flick-flack somersaults or stretch on before they train. We have a chill-out area here. When we moved here a couple of weeks ago, this whole place was full of rubble because they were busy building the walls. So we've literally had to clear this whole place out, lay the whole floor, set everything up, set the structure up.
I'm Orlando Vargas. I'm the co-owner of the Cirk, the company performing, and also I'm the person who ran the business with Michelle. So how I started, Cirk is only 2 years old, but before that we used to have other venue, and before that I was a performer. So it came a long road to figure out what the Cirk is. But basically it's a combination of a place where we teach, we train, and we do events. We specialize in aerial performing, and we specialize in a specific, unique aerials stand. That is what we do.
Hi, I'm Michelle Falk and I'm the Managing Director at Cirk. So prior to COVID, we had a large training studio with a group of training acrobats who are teachers and instructors. Usually all our training instructors usually come to us as students, and then through training with us through years, you kind of become a family, and you become friends, and it's just a big family.
We call it the Cirk because Cirque in French is like Cirque du Soleil, but it's in French, and circus, that is in English, people think is clowns and animals, but we don't work with animals, so we found the middle between, and we call it the Cirk. It have a little bit both of them. And the company started 2 years ago, and we opened a venue in Wynborne, Kailami, with the idea to target small niche markets and try to make it affordable, to make this type of arts affordable for every South African. People come and do classes, and they can pay for these classes and do activity. From there, we look for different talents, and we also have we open a MPO that we separated where we found people. Actually, when we went Wynberg, we went to Alex. We went to all the schools, we went to all the organizations we could manage to meet, and we did an auditions last year. Last year, and we select 3 guys to train, and this is the guys you see now. Training here, and that is the way we select it. We go out, we try to offer it, and we see who have not just the skill to train, but also the capacity mental to be able to do this type of disciplines.
Hi, I'm Zenzele Lizuela, a performing artist from Alexandra Township. Being a student at the Cirk is pretty amazing. It's actually life-changing because what you learn as a dancer, strictly as a dancer, is totally different to what you learn as an acrobat, you know, when you do your aerials, your silk, your handstand. It's two totally different worlds. So it's pretty amazing and very challenging in a good way.
Seeing our artists on stage is amazing. In South Africa, you don't see this kind of art very often. You see a lot of dance and a lot of things on the ground, but seeing someone go up in the air is truly, truly amazing. So being able to train these students and see them actually get to a point where they can perform, that's, can't even describe it in words. You just feel so proud.
Life before COVID was pretty much simple, you know, being able to do classes with everyone in studio. It was pretty much exciting, and that actually gave you the push, you know, to actually want to push yourself further. And now that it's like limited people that have to come to training, yes, you still get that pushing, but it's not the same where else there is like everyone in studio. You have your peers, you know, like to push you on and stuff like that. So it's totally different, but it's something that needs to be done.
Prior to COVID, we were extremely busy. We had 2 to 3 events a week, some even on multiple events on multiple days. We were going overseas, mostly to Upper Africa, to countries such as Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, Angola. We also did a lot of music festivals in South Africa. We did a large one, Afrikaans is Groot, in December, and then we do many small events such as birthday parties and weddings and other small corporate conferences. So we were really busy before COVID.
So before COVID, we were really busy. In 2 years, we grow, every 6 months, we were growing almost 100%. Every 6 months, we were extremely busy. Even the last month before the lockdowns, we really were, busy with multiple projects, as much South African as international contracts. But COVID came, and we have to change the whole strategy. We have to change everything. We work with people to gather it together. Now you can't, because it's risky, and also we don't want to risk our people, so we have to scale down. So what we did is to move to, we did a massive change, and we moved to a house. We have a garage, a big place, a big area outside, and we run the business from there. The reason being it was like we couldn't pay the rent anymore. We don't know when this is going to go out with COVID. So we scaled down, and we try to keep our trainers, or the training program people coming to train in different days. We create a formula and we made the structure with enough space. So we try to only 4 people in each class, and we for our training.
So with this COVID situation, even before the lockdown, large events were cancelled. So we had a lot of phone calls and a lot of emails for cancellations or rescheduling of some events. But then after lockdown, everyone is in a state of confusion. So all events have just been cancelled and either postponed to 2021, or they've just completely cancelled them. And we are dead quiet. Not a single email comes in for our events.
So when the lockdown was put in place, I was very, very nervous, because the first thing that came into my mind was, how am I going to train? How is this whole thing going to work? You know, and now being able to do online classes that actually, you know, helped in a way. It's not really the same as being in studio with everyone else, but then it actually helps in terms of keeping the stamina and the strength going.
So our main concern as a business was our community, so our artists. We needed to keep them motivated and keep them in training, so that once this COVID situation is over, they still have work and they still have the ability to perform. So we did everything in our capacity to downscale and keep a venue where these artists can still come train and have classes, and do a few classes that they can teach so that they can make a small bit of income. But yeah, right now we're just trying to take care of them.
So when it was the lockdown, we have a lot of the Zoom meetings between the team, and we already were in conversation to say what will be the plan. We look for a lot of the houses, places, and it was a long searching. And this house actually was Nafi, what you see in the back. We have to kind of build it. We have to help the owner to build the wall and to clean the place. And what you see here is 3 weeks of work, really hard work, moving and adapting the house for our needs. We're looking for a house where we have different areas, inside for dancing, outside, inside of the house. So even as we get sick with COVID, we won't infect all of people. So that is one of the main things was for us to try to find something can accommodate us, but also the situation where the country is today and the whole world. We move because when we decide to move, we have to let it go. A beautiful venue, and we worked for a long time to get a liquor license, to get a permit as a theater, and really let it go. Lose what we have to lose and move forward. The reason it was because we did not want to create debt. And one of the things I really believe, and we believe, is to look forward. We have to be worried, focus on creating new ways to interpret or new ways to create income, more than to worry about how to pay debt. That is what we thought. And we believe that in the future is going to be many opportunities, but we have to be ready for that opportunities. We could not be waiting or cry for what we lost. We have to move forward.
So we hope that COVID comes to end quite quickly. Either they find a vaccine or they come with a strategy so that we can have events at a larger scale. But right now our priority is keeping our artists in training so they're ready for shows. Because post-COVID, we really think that people are missing this type of art. Everyone's been stuck in their home, and after all of these months in lockdown, people are going to be hungry for arts or hungry for something to do. So we're waiting for that time.
Post-COVID, I see actually a lot of job opportunities especially for performing artists, because this whole thing that's happening right now with the pandemic, it's actually like a scripture for theater writers. It's actually a choreography for choreographers and performers. So post-COVID, I see a lot of opportunities for performing artists. Being part of the Cirk family, I've actually learned more than just your acrobats. I've learned how to actually love genuinely and how to actually love beyond and actually to care beyond your wildest imagination. So basically the most thing that I've learned here at the Cirk family is love, respect, and to care beyond.